everyone. So today we're going to be doing some 2D and 3D shapes. Follow along with whatever materials you can find at home. Here we go. Okay, so I am going to first separate my page by drawing a line. Okay, these would obviously look better if I used a ruler, but I need one hand to hold the camera and one hand to draw. So I'm going to put 2D right there. I'm going to put it in a box, so I know that's going to be my 2D row. And I'm going to put 3D right here. Okay, so we're just going to draw 3, okay? So I'm going to do, let's start with a square. So we know a square has 4 sides, and they're about the same. We'll do 3 different shapes, or 4 different shapes. So 4 sides on our square with 4 corners. Okay, so that's a 2D square. All right, so let's make a 3D square, which would be a cube. So I'm going to start by making a square. Remember, squares, you want all the sides to be the same length, okay? So mine probably aren't perfect, but they're close. It doesn't look very much like a rectangle. It looks closer to a square. So now I'm going to draw another square behind it. Not perfectly behind it, like not on the same lines, but I'm going to kind of go back a little bit. I'm going to make another square behind it. We're not finished yet though. To make it a cube or a box, we have to connect the matching corners. So this is the top left corner of the back box, and this is the top left corner of the front box. So you connect those with a straight line. Then connect the bottom left corners, connect the top right corners, and the bottom right corners, and you've got yourself a cube, okay? Now I'm gonna try a triangle. Triangles have 3 sides, 1, 2, 3. Triangle, okay? Now I'm gonna make a triangular prism. So I'm gonna first start with 1 triangle, just like I did up top. Now this is a little bit harder, okay? Triangular prisms have a square on the bottom, like the pyramid, okay? So I'm going to draw kind of like this shape, but down here. I'm gonna go back, so I'm just mirroring that line. So that was that line. This one from here to here, here to here, and then connect those 2 bottom lines. There we go. We're not done yet though. We're gonna go from the top point here, we're gonna come down to that back corner. I'm gonna connect this top point here and come down to that corner there. And we have ourselves a pyramid or triangular prism. Okay, mine looks like it's leaning a little bit. I'm sure there's a much better way we could do that. In fact, we could probably do it where we draw 2 diagonal lines and we connect them flat. And by flat, I just mean the same like distance on this side as this side from the bottom of the paper. So it looks like it's completely parallel with the paper. I'm gonna add another flat parallel line. Oop, that wasn't very parallel. That one was shorter. And then I'm gonna put a point up here in the middle, and I'm going to connect that point. Oops, that's supposed to go to that corner there, like that. That one to that corner, that one to that corner, and this is supposed to go back to that corner, but we can't really see it because I messed my line up. Okay, so that's another way to do it. But again, probably could do it a little bit better if I used a ruler and measured. All right, now let's do a circle. We're going to do a circle the best we can. Okay, now the circle is going to be a little different from how we did the cube and the triangular pyramid when we make it look 3-dimensional. Okay, so I'm going to start by drawing another circle down here. To make it 3D, we're going to take it from a circle and we're going to turn it into a sphere. Okay, now I'm going to get a little closer to the circle here because to do this, what we're going to do, we're going to I'm going to put a point right here on top, and I'm going to put a point right here on bottom. And I'm going to draw a curved line, not super curvy. We don't want it to touch the outside here. It's just going to be kind of like a little banana shape on the inside of our circle. Then starting at the top of the point again, you're gonna go and you're gonna curve out wider than that first one we did. Then I'm gonna do the same thing over here. So we're getting wider and wider. And let's add one more, squeeze it in there, that little line. Remember, as things get farther away from us, they appear smaller, okay? And we know that as the circle curves around to make a sphere, that there's gonna be more and more lines, but we can't actually see the distance between those because they're curving. So I'm gonna see if I can squeeze even one little tiny one way out here, like that. Right there in that edge. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna put one on the side here and the side here. And so now I'm gonna do kind of like a little hill, okay? And so it's curving because the circle is round. So I'm gonna do an upside down little hill right there, okay? And now I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna go on top. I'm gonna keep adding those curved lines. And remember, oops, I'm getting outside my circle. Try and stay inside your circle if you can. You're gonna squeeze those little lines way up in there so that it looks like it's really, really, really round. I'm gonna re-outline the top there so it fits in there. I'm gonna go and add my curved lines underneath there, and they're round. Make sure these lines are curving around, okay? That's what's gonna make your sphere look round, all right? Okay, we're gonna do one more shape, and that is gonna be a star. So I'm going to do kind of like the top part of an A, okay? And our star is just gonna have 5 points. Coming straight out, you want it to be as flat as possible. You don't want it reaching up to the corner. You don't want it hanging down. Try and make it as flat as possible. And by flat, I just mean parallel to the top or the bottom of your paper. So flat, straight out to the side, flat, straight out to the side. You want this line to be about the same, or to be the same length as this line and this line and this line, okay? Then I'm going to draw at an angle, coming in almost like the belly. This is kind of like the head of the star, and these are like the 2 arms. And then if you were to turn your paper, it's like now this is the top of the star. And so I've got one arm already shooting straight out. I need to make this one shoot straight out, okay? And same with this one. Now this is the top of the star, okay? So now I'm gonna make it shoot straight out, just like that. See how it looks like this is the top and these would be going straight out? And then kind of like another letter A, top of the letter A on the inside to connect. And don't go too far into the middle, just like that. And so we kind of have a star, all right? It may not be perfect, but it's close. All right, let's go ahead and draw it down here because we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna make it 3D. So that's our 2D star, and this is our 3D star. Go out and out, straight out to the sides. Come into the belly of the star, into the belly, not too deep. That probably could have gone in a little bit more, but it's okay. Now I'm pretending that that's the top of my star. So I'm gonna go straight out, and I'm gonna pretend that that's the top of the star now, and it's gonna go straight out. And then I'm gonna come back to center and draw kind of like the top part of an A or like a mountain right there. So you've got like the head, the 2 arms, and the 2 legs of our star. So I'm gonna put a dot right in the middle of my star. I'm gonna get a little closer. I'm gonna connect all the points, both in and out, to that center dot. So I'm gonna do all the ones that are coming in first. Those are all pretty short. Now I'm gonna do the ones that are going out, and those are gonna be the long lines, like that. And it makes your star start to look 3-dimensional. Okay, 3D, like that. Okay, so we have our 2D and our 3D shapes. Now, if you'd like, you can even go in and shade in your 3D shapes. All right, and there you have it, our 2D and our 3D shapes. I'd love to see what you created. Post your artwork in the comments below. Have a wonderful day, and remember, kindness matters.